All right, I'm back. It's Monday night, and you can see our storm is developing. Here comes diving in that northern disturbance. You can see that on the water vapor imagery, and our storm center is going to develop right here. And now, unfortunately, let me start off with the news of the day, which is this nice high pressure center right there, and it got everybody excited because it was a little stronger than modeled, and temperature forecast busted today, and it was colder everywhere. But unfortunately, that snow-friendly component for the Mid-Atlantic is going to slide out tomorrow as our storm develops here, and warm air is going to evect or move into the region. And this high-pressure center back here, we'll have to see how strong that gets modeled, because that's what's going to supply the cold air for New England and dictate how fast things change back to snow Wednesday as this builds into the area and this storm intensifies. But as you can see, this storm ain't going anywhere because it's blocking it. This is a very impressive setup. And if this was the middle of January, February, I'd be jumping up and down in excitement because we'd be getting, a blizzard. But we just don't have the cold air mass, so we're not going to in the Mid-Atlantic. But areas of upstate New York, Vermont, northwestern Maine, at high elevations, this is your storm. So let's go through the dynamics real quick. This is the updated GFS model. So this is by tomorrow morning, you can see precipitation moves into the area. Now, there is going to be some cold air in place ahead of this, so don't be surprised if it does start to snow in the northwestern counties of New Jersey, southeastern Connecticut, and southern New York State, but don't be fooled because it will change to rain. By the time we hit 1 o'clock, we have heavy torrential rain in all these areas, and it is snowing up in northern Vermont, and some mixing might be occurring here in central Vermont. And in the GFS, this is really what we have to focus on, guys, this little band behind it. This is Wednesday morning, and it's all going to dictate how much is this band really going to throw backlash snows into the area. So that's actually a Canadian model. I'm sorry, this is a GFS model. Notice that GFS here on Wednesday has a lot more banding setting up in central Pennsylvania and northwestern Jersey, where the Canadian has a very impressive deformation zone, as actually one of my followers pointed out, Joe from upstate New York. So if you're listening, Joe, thanks for the heads up. But this is a very nice little banding you have here, basic deformation zone. The atmosphere stretches, it causes intense lift, and that fizzles out. But the GFS and NAM say, hey, wait a second, northwest New Jersey and Connecticut, you can get several inches of snow. So we'll see what happens. I want to show this here. This shows the warm air coming in. So this is Tuesday at 1 o'clock. This is all rain. By the time we get to 7 p.m., the cold high is trying to press a little bit and trying to wrap some moisture back in. But again, it's not until Wednesday morning and Wednesday afternoon that cold air fully wraps in. And by that point, again, we're right here in the map. So we have to see what banding starts behind it. But the initial surge is a full-blown rainstorm for all areas except central northern Vermont and central northern New York at high elevations. High elevations are key, guys, because if you look here, this is something called thickness values. And basically it shows you the different layers of the atmosphere. So this 1,300 meter line, that's from 0 feet to about 5,000 feet in the atmosphere. So if you're at sea level, I mean, it's going to be tough to snow in any area that's to the left of this line. This is 7 o'clock Tuesday night. So elevated areas, I expect snow, but lower lying areas, don't be surprised if you get a little ripped off because it's a little warm at the surface. But that cold air quickly rushes in by Wednesday morning. Thursday morning. And one more quick thing, this is the moisture. So here comes that initial surge, and here comes our cutoff low. This is at 700 millibars in the atmosphere, and you can see the cutoff low sits there and spinning up moisture. So it all depends on where's the moisture coming from, what's the wind direction to see who gets that banding on the back end. And here's my snowfall map. So again, that's the old map actually. I cut that down. Let me show you the new map real quick. Hold on, not to hold you up, but where the hell is it on? Here it is. So this is the new map, and 6 to 12 inches, 12 plus in the mountain ski country. So again, I think you can get up to 20 inches up there. 6 inches in the lower lying areas, 12 plus in the higher lying areas, 3 to 6 here. Some you get a little on the front end, but again, a lot of sleet and freezing rain. All rain here, and the back end snows. I have 2 to 4. It's conservative, but let's see what happens. Let's see how much back end snow filters in here, because somebody can get surprised and be really happy on Wednesday, or again, it's not much at all. It all depends on where is that banding going to set up on the back end of this storm, and that cold air rushes in from Canada. You know what, even down here in the green areas, you might see a few flakes into New York City. But this is the place to be, the dark blue. Don't be, some sleet mixes in, that's okay. I expect that. But Killington, Stowe, Adirondacks, Catskills, Hunter Mountain, get your skis, wax them up, and head up there, guys, because that's where you want to be for this storm. All the other areas, it's going to be rain and sleet mixed in, and then snow at the end, and also snow in the beginning for the areas up here. So thanks for checking in. Other update tomorrow morning. Let's see if the models trend any colder and make that high pressure center just off to the northwest here any stronger and press a little more cold air. Thanks for checking in.